This is a picture of my dual axis solar tracking system from LED Solar. It's tracking the sun in the morning on a winter day. It's January, so it's not too sunny, but you can take a look at it. Walk around here a little bit. And you can see how it's pointing. Now I'll walk behind it, and you can see how it's pointed directly at the sun. Now, this might be bright, but there's the sun. You can see the sensor is pointed directly at it, and so are the panels. I'm going to walk backwards now so you can see them all. There are 4 monocrystalline solar panels, each producing 150 watts. Now it's winter time, so I'm not quite getting 150 watts out of each, but when I hooked this up in the fall, it produced actually so that would be 600 watts total, 4 panels at 150 watts each. Oh, it just moved. I don't know if you heard that or saw that, but the panels do track the sun every 8 minutes, and will adjust if they need to get the full power of the sun. Now, walk around here a little bit more. Sorry for the jumpy picture. There they are. So I'm going to go inside and show you how much power they're producing, and then come back out and take another shot when we have more sun in the sky. Right now it's only about 8:15 in the morning, so not too much sun is hitting the panels. And again, it's a winter day. Be right back. Now we're inside. You can see the basics of my solar system here. The black box on the top here is my battery charge controller. That is basically the fuse box where all the connections from outside come inside, which run to that switch is to control the panels. I can turn them on or off. My battery bank to store power. The power inverter, this 1500 watt power inverter, which supplies power to a transfer switch and then over to the main circuit breaker panel. So I can pretty much power my entire first floor with this. Well, the lights anyway on the first floor. They're all LED lights. I can also run my refrigerator all day. I don't know if you can hear that, but the charge controller or the inverter just kicked in. The refrigerator is probably running. But right now those solar panels are powering, charging this bank of batteries, which is sending power to the inverter and power to the house. Let's come over here, see if we can see how much power is coming out of here. Hopefully you can see this. But again, it's early in the morning. We've only got 82, almost 83 volts coming in from the panels at about ½ amp, but sending in 3.8 amps to the batteries. Again, it's 8:15 a.m. in the morning. We're going to come back a little bit later because much more power will be coming into the batteries. We've only got about 40 watts power now, this early in the morning. Let's see if we can catch this. We just had a bunch of clouds roll in and then move out. So hopefully we may be able to catch this thing move. Not sure though, it may have already moved. Looks like it is pointing directly at the sun. Yep, it is. Darn, I missed it. It's hard to catch this thing move on film unless you actually sit here and look at it for 8 minutes. But actually you can see now how it's a little bit different. The angle is different from earlier this morning. I think it's almost about noontime right now. Not too sure, because I don't have a watch and the time is on my phone and I'm recording this, so it's kind of sad, but I actually don't know what time it is. But those are the panels right there. That is the system. So now it's starting to orient itself, east and west towards the midday sun. Let's go see how much power it's putting out. Okay. I did have a chance to check the time. And it's 12:30, so it's about midday. And this thing is cranking now. It is winter time again here. I just want to stress that. Although I have 600 watt panels, it is winter time. So we've got about, let's say, 73.5 volts. The charge controller is drawing from the panels, and about, let's call it 6 amps. I think that's about 440 watts. 440 watts or so. Looks like it's going up a little bit. Coming off the solar array. And going out to the batteries, you got 14.2 volts. That's where it tops out. That's the setting that I have set where it goes into this absorbing phase here. So it stops. It's still charging, but this absorbing phase is a little bit different. It will not go above this 14.2 level from this point on. And you can see it's pumping in those volts at 25 amps right now. Okay, here we go at midday. Well, about midday, it's 1:45. So you can see how the panels are not flat. I call this position flat just because it is flat east to west. It is basically tilted south. North is the top end of the panels. So this is midday, and again, I just want to stress that I haven't touched these panels. I guess you'll just have to trust me on that. But the computer system by LED Solar controls the whole motion of the panels. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Let's see if I can get to it. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that is it right there. It's on the post of the panel. You can see the wires coming out of it. So basically that is the computer system that controls the motion of east, west, north, south. I'm going to step back here a minute so you can kind of see this. You can see that. I call that, well, it's not quite flat because it will go totally flat, perpendicular to the horizon. And that is also automatically done once the sun sets and there's no more sun. Sun's kind of going behind some clouds here. It's not too sunny. You can see it over there. It's behind those trees. You can see here I do have quite a bit of trees on my property here, but the sun is not that bright right now. So unlike before, I don't think I'm blinding you. Okay. Let's see here. What else? The other thing I wanted to show you is that what I did was I took the wires, these wires here go underground, and you can see the path that I built there. The black soil is the cover soil that I put on top of the 18-inch hole that I dug. It contains the wiring that both brings power in and also brings power back out to the solar panels to power the motors. So we've got one motor here. This is the east west motor, and this one is the north-south motor, and that is what tilts the array back and forth. So it is about 4:20 and the sun is about to set. You can see the sun setting over there to my right, and I'm going to pan over to the left and you can see the solar panels pointed to the right to capture the sun. Let me get behind them here again so you can kind of see that. You see the sun going down. Oh, that's a really bad picture. Anyway, the sun's over there, and the panels are pointed that way, over towards the sun. Okay. Well, still waiting for the sun to drop. Basically, the computer system just needs to get to the level where it's low light and it will reset itself for the morning. But it is pretty cool to watch. Again, I am not doing anything. It's all based on the light, the computer system, and the light sensor that comes with the kit. We'll just keep waiting here. Okay, here we go. The panels are resetting. All of this again is happening automatically. I am not touching it.
Mr. Tim, who's controlling that?
It's doing it all by itself.
Whoa! Who's running it? Moving all by itself. I know.
You guys stay back, okay? Stay back that way.
That is how it directs the sun.
As you can see, the kids think this is quite amazing as well. So basically what it does is it goes, resets itself east to west, and then it's gonna level itself out perpendicular to the ground. And it takes about a minute. Once it has itself set at east and west, then it starts to level. Here we go. And there you have it. It is now perpendicular to the ground. I'm gonna get down here a little bit, and so you can see how it's perpendicular to the ground. And now I'm gonna walk up a little bit, walk around it, so you can see how the panels are level. And that, my friends, is what you call a great product. Again, LED solar. I found them on eBay. Not sure if they have their own website, but check them out on eBay. All right, everybody, take care.